Well, let us continue to consider some more properties. See, in the previous class we have proved two properties on determinants. Okay, so let us go for another property. So it is a very simple property and very important property. So what the property says? See, if any two rows or columns of a determinant are same, so observe the point here. In a 3 cross 3 determinant, if any two rows or columns are identical or same, then what is the value of the determinant? Then the value of that determinant is 0. So we have to show that point here. So value of the determinant is 0. So as usual, so let us consider the determinant here. So a1, a2, a3, b1, b2. So this is the third element. Then c1, c2, c3. This is the general determinant. So I have considered the elements as a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. Okay. See here. So what is the here property says? See, in a determinant, if any two rows or columns of a determinant are same. Okay. So here, see here, we can make it any two rows or columns same. See here, a1, a2, a3. This is the first row. So if I consider this, say a1, a2, a3. So what? How it looks here? See, first row and third row. That is R1 and R3, third row are identical or same. Then according to this property, the value of this determinant will be what? 0. Okay. Without expansion, we can easily say that it is 0. So let us expand this along first row. So what will be this? See, A1. So leave this column and this row. So what is this? B2, A3 minus A2, B3. See, minus A2 into this column and this row. So B1, A3 minus B1, A3 minus A1, B3. Then last element is plus A3 into, see, this column and this row. So B1, A2 minus A1, B2. Okay. So this is delta. So let us multiply this A1, B2, A3 minus, see, A1, A2, B3 minus A2, B1, A3, see, minus into minus will be plus A2, A1, B3, then plus A3, B1, A2. Okay. So A3 into B1, A2. Then plus into minus, it will be here minus A3, A1, A2. So after multiplication, so I will remove all the brackets, I will get these elements. So here you observe carefully all the elements here. See, A1, A2, B3. Okay. Then see, A1, A2, B3. See, plus A1, A2, B3. Then minus A1, A2, B3. So they are equal and opposite in sign, they get cancelled. Then A1, A3, B2. See, A1, A3, B2 plus A1, A1, A3, B2. This will be minus A1, A3, B2. Then minus, see here, A2, B1, A3. See, plus A2, B1, A3. So these are also equal and opposite sign. All the elements it cancels and get what? 0. See, if any two rows or columns of a determinant are same or identical, then we can easily say that value of the determinant is 0. Okay, let us consider this by an example here. Okay, let me consider 3 cross 3 determinant and verify it. Okay, example here. So let us consider determinant A. See, I will consider one determinant here. 1, 0, 2, see, 2, 7, 6. Okay. So now just we have proved this property. According to that property, see here, first row and third row, they are identical. Okay. Then the value will be what? The value of the determinant is 0. Okay, let us verify that whether it will be 0 or not. So let us expand this. See, plus 2 into, see, you leave this column and this row. So 6 into 0 is 0, minus 2 into 7, 14. Then, so I can write this as minus 7 into this. So you can leave this 1 into 6, 6, minus 2 2s are 4. Then plus 6. See, leave this column and this one. 1 into 7 is 7, minus 2 into 0, that will be what? 0. Okay, 2 into, so 0 minus 14 it is minus 14, minus 7 into 6 minus 4, that will be what? 2, plus 6 into 7, 7 minus 0 is 7 only, This will be 14. So minus 28 minus 14 plus 42. See, minus 28 minus 28 minus 14, it will be minus 42. See, plus 42. See, value will be 0. Okay. So because first row and third row they are same, we can write it directly. The value of the determinant is 0. So this is what the third property says. Okay, this is a very simple property. We can remember this. If any two rows or columns of a determinant are same or identical, then value of the determinant will be 0. So we need not expand in such cases. See, if I write another say, let's take this another example here. See, if I write this, see, then what is the, I will ask the question here, what is the value of the determinant? So one can easily say that, see here, we need not expand here. Here, first column and, see, this is the first column and, see, third column are identical or same. So according to this third property, or as we discussed here, C1 and C3 are same. So value of this determinant will be what? 0. So we can verify it by expanding this. So this is the summary of the property in this class. Okay, I think you understood the point. So you can take your own examples. Okay, so let us consider another property. See, fourth property. So what is the property says here? If each element of a row, okay, row or column of a determinant is multiplied by, so multiplied by a, say, by a constant k, then value, see, value of the determinant gets multiplied by k. So this is our next property. Okay, concentrate on the statement here. What is the statement here for the next property? See, if each element of a row or column of a determinant is multiplied by a constant, then value of the determinant gets multiplied by k. So how can we understand this property here? See, for example here, if our determinant, see, if my determinant is, see, 1, 2, 3, okay, this will be our determinant. So if we expand this, I will get some value here. Okay, see, if I multiply, see, first row, if I multiply the first row by any constant, say any constant k, then whatever the value I will get for this determinant, that value will be multiplied by that scalar. So this is the statement of fourth property. So let us read the statement again here. See, if each element of a row or column of a determinant is multiplied by a constant, then value of the determinant gets multiplied by the constant k. Okay, so let us consider the determinant here. Okay, so let me take a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2. Okay, this is the general determinant. So what is the your statement here? See, if I multiply any row or column by a constant, then value of the determinant gets multiplied by that constant. So if I see, if we multiply, see, if we multiply first row by, say, some scalar k, then what happens? Okay, so let me continue here. See, multiply first row by the k. So then, see, then I will get another determinant. See, 1 is equal to, see, I have multiplied every element of first row by k. Okay, every element of first row by k. So that means second row and third row will not change. See, every element should be multiplied by k. So that will be what? Ka1, Kb1, okay, Kc1. So I got this. So now let us expand this along first row. See what happens. See right here, delta 1 is equal to, see, Ka1. Like this Ka1. So you leave this column and this row. So you get what? B2 C3 minus B3 C2. Next minus KB1 into, see, leave this column and this row. A2 C3 minus A3 C2 plus KC1, see, this column and this row. So you get A2 B3 minus A3 B okay, A3 B2. So this is the expansion of this. See, in every term I have k. So I will take that k outside. So here is k is there present in every term. So I will take k outside. So whatever the terms inside left, I will write it as it is, same. So you can copy here. So A1 into B2 C3 minus B3 C2 minus C B1 into A2 C3 minus A3 C2 plus C1 into A2 B3 minus A3 B2. Okay, I have written the same thing. So let me close the lower bracket here. See here, this whole quantity what I got inside the bracket, this is k. Let me tell the k. See here, A1 into B2 C3 minus B. See here, we have not expanded this. Just we can observe this at a glance here. See, A1 into B2 C3 minus C2 B3. See, B2 C3 minus C2 B3 minus B1 into, see, A2 C3 minus C2 A3. Okay, then plus C1 into, leave this column and this row, A2 B3 minus A3 B2. Okay, all this thing inside the quantity, that is nothing but delta. So k into delta. So what is my determinant? Delta 1. See here, delta 1 means I have multiplied the elements of first row by k. So delta 1 is equal to value of the determinant, the delta, gets multiplied by the constant k. Okay, this is the general statement. So if you multiply by a scalar or by a constant to any one of the row or columns of a determinant, then the value will be multiplied by that scalar. That is the fourth property. Okay, so for this also we can take the example here. Okay, let me, okay, delta 1 is equal to k delta. So let me show it by taking one example here. Okay, okay, let us consider the example here. See here, consider the determinant. So let me write the determinant here. So 1 0 1 1 1 1 2 0 1. So let me write this determinant here. So delta. Okay. So let us expand this. Let's see what is the value here. See, 1 into 1 minus 0. See, 0 into anything will be 0. So we consider this plus 1 into, leave this column and this row, 1 into 0 0 0 minus 2. Okay, so 1 into 1, that will be 1. Then 0 minus 2 is minus 2. So minus 2. So 1 minus 2. So the answer here, the answer is minus 1. Okay, let us multiply this first row. Okay, so we write the operation. See, first row changes to take some constant here. Say 2 R1. Then what will be my new determinant here? Say delta 1 is equal to, say I multiply every element of first row by 2. So 2 into 1, 2, 0, 2 ones are 2. So I write these as it is here, 2, 0, 1. Okay, let us expand this one. Let's see what is the value. So I will expand here. Say 2 into, so this column and this row, 1 minus 0. Then you will leave this. So plus 2 into, so this column and this row, 1 into 0, 0. Okay, 0 minus 2. So 1 minus 0 is 1, 1 into 2 is 2. So 0 minus 2 is, what is this? Minus 2. So plus into minus, minus 2 into 2, See, 2 2s are 4. So 2 into minus 2, that is minus 4. So 2 minus 4, that will be what? See, answer is minus 2. Okay. See, here value of this determinant was minus 1. See, observe here. Value of the determinant was minus 1. So I have multiplied by 2. See, observe here. Here k is the scalar. I have taken that as 2. So the value of the determinant was minus 1. What the property says? Value of the determinant gets multiplied by scalar. That means value of the determinant I got was minus 1. See, minus 1 into scalar. Value of the determinant gets multiplied by k scalar. So minus 1 into 2, that will be what? Minus 2. See here. See, delta 1 value is minus 2. So this is the meaning of our property. So let me repeat it again. If we multiply any row or column by a scalar, then value will be multiplied by that scalar. So if I would have multiplied by 3, then the value will be what? Minus 3, because this is minus 1 gets multiplied by whatever the scalar you take. Okay, minus 2. So value gets multiplied by that scalar. Okay. So I think including previous classes, 4 properties are over. So let us consider the remaining properties in the next class. Okay, you write down the proofs correctly. So you'll consider in the next class.